Hi, this is Larry Hall up in Brainerd, Minnesota. You know, for years I've been doing smoked meats and fish and turkeys and hams and everything else in my smoker. But people have asked me, say, Larry, I want to get into learning how to do some of this stuff. And I've even showed some people at work. What's the most inexpensive way for me to get in it so I can make some of these things? You know, I want to make my own jerky and beef sticks and all that. So how can I do that? Well, I'm going to tell you. The one piece of equipment of all these years, I've got grinders and all kinds of stuff. But the thing that's worth more weight in gold to me than anything is this jerky cannon right here. This is made by LEM. This is phenomenal because that one's right there is 10 years old. It's built like a tank. The little attachment on the left is for making jerky. The one on the right is for making beef sticks, or what I call naked beef sticks because they're not in a casing. Then there's additional attachment you can get, that one right there, and that one is for stuffing casings. So if you want to make beef sticks and you want to put cheese or jalapenos or other things, you can do that. And then there's another attachment, and this is great for making summer sausage, great for making brats, kielbasa, other things like that. So if you've ever wanted to learn how to make beef jerky and beef sticks filled with cheese and jalapenos and everything else, your own breakfast links, and those are not cheap anymore, your own summer sausage, and your own brats, and your own kielbasa and other sausages, let's get started. I'll have links underneath where you can get this, how you can get started, the best price on it. I don't make a dime on this. I'm not affiliated with anything. I'm just saying this because it's a great product, and if you really want to learn how to get started the most affordable way, this jerky cannon is the way to go. Okay? So let's get started. Oh boy, are you gonna love this. Look at these snack sticks. These are pepperoni snack sticks. And here's what we're gonna make today. We're gonna make regular pepperoni ones, and we're gonna make pepperoni ones with mozzarella inside. Oh yeah, just like a walking pizza. Oh, so good. So let's get started, okay? These do 5-pound batches, okay? And now remember, I got links to everything under this video. If you click on the Show More button under the description there, you'll see a link to the seasonings, everything you need to make this, okay? What I've got here is I got on the left-hand side of this picture 3 pounds of pork. On the right-hand side, I have 2 pounds of beef. And if you notice any pepperoni, you pick up a package, you always see pork is the first ingredient, beef is the second. That's pretty close to the ratio that's used. And believe me, after you taste these, you'll know you hit it right. Here's what we're going to need. We're going to need our jerky cannon, which I talked about before. With this thing, with the 2 additional attachments, you can make everything. And in this series, I will be making a lot of stuff. I mean, brats and kielbasa, stuffed summer sausage, and jerkies, and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, this is a jerky cannon with the snack stick attachment on. That link is below there too. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to put that on there. Here's what we're going to use. We're going to use LEM's Backwoods Pepperoni Mix. Now, believe me, I have tried a lot of them. And this is why I did this series, to try to make it as simple as possible. Something that's tried and true and proven that you're going to have great results with every single time you make something. Nobody wants to waste a bunch of meat and try a recipe out that you're not happy with and you end up throwing it away. Believe me, this is a killer recipe. This makes a 5-pound batch. That's why we got the 2 pounds of beef, 3 pounds of pork. Okay, we're going to take that. We're also going to need some collagen casings. Now these come in various sizes, and those links underneath there for that too. They come in a 17 millimeter, a 19 millimeter, and a 21 millimeter. All 3 of those sizes will go on your attachment for your snack stick attachment on that tube. Now if you want a smaller ones like the snack stick ones, like a Slim Jim type, you can use the smaller ones. When I do ones that are filled with a lot of things like this, if I'm putting this, cheese or jalapenos or other things in, then I like to go with a little larger, 19 or 21. Use what you want. It doesn't matter. You can do any of them. We're going to need that. We're going to need some cheese. What I really liked about this cheese, I got this at Walmart, but it was coarse, and that's what you want. Don't get the fine stuff, because They try to sell you a lot of places this high temp cheese on smoking sites that sell these products. First of all, it limits the availability of the kind of cheeses you can use, because they've got a few select ones that are very high, very expensive. This way you can use standard cheese, whether it's mozzarella, provolone, pepper jack, cheddar, any kind you want. The key is, and we'll get to it when we process, I'll show you how to do this so your cheese doesn't run all over the place, but you can use any kind of cheese you want. So we're going to make a pepperoni and cheese. Matter of fact, we're going to make some of both. So we need some mozzarella. This was good price. It was at Walmart, and I really liked it because it was a coarse shred. If you can't get shred or you got a block, then grate it, but grate it coarse, okay? Here is the pack. Okay, this pepperoni pack comes with not only the pepperoni seasoning, but a cure pack, which means you can cure this. And then if you did have a smoker, and if you wanted to put it in a smoker, you could surely put it in there for an hour or whatever and give it a little smoky flavor too, which is fine, but it's cure. First thing we want to do is take that cure pack out of that seasoning pack, open the package up, and dump it in some water. And we're going to use 5 ounces of water. That's 1 ounce per pound, okay? And that's what we're going to put in here. And we're going to dissolve that in there and mix it up. Here we got, we're dumping in the seasoning. Now we've dissolved the cure. Now we're putting the seasoning in there. And we're going to stir that, mix that up, okay? Here is the, I'm dumping it all over the pork and the hamburger. And we're going to mix it up good. Now we're going to mix it up even better yet, okay? Now here's what I'm going to do. At this point, you can do whatever you want. If you want to make the whole batch mozzarella you can put in it, you can do that. If you want to put jalapenos in there, if you want to put some red pepper, sky's the limit. That's the beautiful thing about making sausage. It's your baby. Make it the way you want to make it, okay? I'm going to split this into 2 batches because I'm going to do half regular pepperoni sticks, half mozzarella and pepperoni, okay? This one I'm going to start off by I'm just going to make the regular pepperoni sticks first. Take your meat, form it in like a log so it's going to go down that chute in your jerky cannon. And as you drop it in there, shake it so it drops down to the bottom of it, okay? Now you're going to take that collagen casing and you're going to unaccordion it. You're going to pull it out and you're going to slide it onto that tube. And then you're going to push it tight on that tube all the way to the end, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to pump the handle, start pumping the handle. We've got our jerky cannon full of meat. And we're going to do it just until a little bit of meat starts coming out the end. Not the way we got all the air out of it and everything. Then you're going to take the tips of your fingers and you're going to twist it and hold that as you pump. And you're going to start pumping it out a little bit. And there you go. Don't force it. Just nice, steady strokes, okay? And here it comes. And it'll come really nice. Just smooth. Just keep going smooth. Now, when you've done the one, okay, I've done this tube up here, I need to refill it. Sometimes you might have to take that end off because when you want to pull it back, the vacuum don't want to let it pull back. Just take that off, pull it back, put it back on, and then go ahead and fill it again. Here we're filling her up again, we're doing it. See how I'm keeping my hand on the end of the nozzle and just letting it slide off, glide off as I pump it. Not forcing it hard, letting it go as it goes, okay? Here is the other stuff, okay? Now we're going to put in the cheese. Okay, I got a cup here. What I ended up doing is I dumped that cup and I mixed it up and looked at it, and it looked to me like it needed a little bit more. So I put 2.5 cups into basically a 2.5 pound mixture. So I'd say 5 cups of mozzarella to the 5 pound mixture of meat. You can do it the way you want it. I just want a nice chunk of mozzarella cheese in my mouth and every piece, okay? Here you can even see the mozzarella as I'm putting it through the casings here. Okay, here I got the casings done. They look beautiful, okay? I'm going to put them in the oven. Here's the key. Set your oven. My oven goes down to 170. As long as you do not go over 200. Matter of fact, if you've got a temp probe that you can, the reliable, you can check, get one of the external. One thing I forgot to take a shot here and show you is I have one of those external temperature probes that you can stick right in the meat, which I do. I stick right into the sausage in about 1 inch, and then once I know I have the oven temperature correct, Then I do that, and then I want to bring it up to 160, okay? Okay, so we're going to put that in there, and we're going to make sure our temperature of our oven does not go over 200. I like to start at about 185. See how fast it builds. Do not run the oven over 200, and you'll have no problem with your cheese running, and you'll have a great consistency, okay? In the meantime, it's all in there. Well, now you're going to clean your gun a little bit while that's going, and guess what? You got a little bit of this left over in the gun, in the nozzle and stuff. You got to fry it up and taste it, right? Oh, man, do you ever. This, I'm telling you what, wait till you try this. It just totally rocks. It is so good. Okay, I took them out of the oven, 160 degrees a little bit. Now you want to let them cure. You want to let them just set, and they just mellow out. Let them come completely to room temperature. Don't worry, they have a cure in them. They're fine. They're not going to spoil. Everything's fine. And I'm going to cut them up, okay? See that mozzarella cheese in the end of that? Oh, when you take a bite of this, you give it to friends. I had a few friends over when I just finished these today, and my son-in-law said, "Oh, that's the best thing you ever made, Larry." It's just nuts. Anyway, they are absolutely beautiful. Now you can take these and put them in a bag after they come to room temperature, completely cooled down, put them in a bag. They'll keep for 2 weeks. If you're going to keep them longer than that, keep them refrigerated, keep them fresh. Then I have a vacuum sealer, or if you don't, just take freezer bags and freeze them, and then take them out as you want them. But keep them in the fridge the last 2 weeks. After that, anything longer, freeze it, okay? But enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this kind of stuff, subscribe to my channel. And you can click the links underneath here, and you'll be able to go on Pinterest. I have a link to all my gardening stuff and meat stuff, smoked fish, everything, and all by category. It's so well organized, I think you'll really enjoy it. Just click the links below. And like I said, all the other links for everything else you need in this video is underneath. If you have any questions, post it in the comments or private message me, and I'll be more than happy to answer you. Enjoy this stuff. There is nothing like making your own stuff, and this pepperoni sticks with mozzarella rocks out. Okay? This is Larry up in Brainerd, Minnesota. Ciao.